Hi, and welcome to our webinar for the Google Apps Premier Edition overview. My name is Jeannie, and I'd just like to welcome you all for coming and attending our webinar for the Google Apps Premier Edition. Just to give you a heads up in terms of just managing our time here, the presentation itself and the live demo will be under an hour, so we'll definitely try and keep you guys here and not go over our time. Just also to let you know that we have several live product specialists who are standing by to take your questions at any time throughout this presentation. So if you're not familiar with this format, this WebEx format, there's a Q&A tab at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And at any time throughout this presentation as I'm speaking, and we'll definitely leave room at the end as well, you can go ahead and type in any questions that you have, and our product specialist will be able to respond back to those questions after you type them in. So feel free to, again, pose any questions that you have at any time, and we'll definitely leave some room at the end of the presentation to take any additional questions. Okay, so let's go ahead and move along. All right, so this is going to be our agenda for today. First, we're going to take a look at some of the business challenges that we've heard a lot of businesses communicate to us, and then also talk about what business objectives can Google Apps help you achieve. And then we'll actually take a look at what exactly is Google Apps and what is exactly included in the Google Apps Premier Edition. And then we'll also take a look at, what are some of the messaging challenges that we can help you solve, and then also take a look at what are the collaboration challenges that we can help you to solve. And then lastly, we'll talk about how you and your business can get started on Google Apps Premier Edition. So as we take a look at some of the challenges that a lot of businesses are facing, we see that there are several business objectives that a lot of businesses across the board want to be able to achieve. And some of these just might include, launching a new product, a new service, perhaps a new initiative or a marketing campaign. Perhaps it's also managing a team or a project or department. It also includes, coordinating tasks, people, and timeliness and timelines, and then also being able to collaborate and deepen your customer and supplier relationships, and then also being able to communicate results, findings, and business strategies. So in light of all those business objectives that a lot of enterprises and businesses and organizations want to be able to achieve, however, in trying to achieve those business objectives, we find that businesses and business owners find that there are a lot of constraints that hinder those objectives and being able to achieve those objectives. And some of these constraints include, being able to work in a world where change is happening just rapidly and where timelines are just happening even faster. We also are working in a world where work cuts across boundaries, such as departments, perhaps firewalls, and even cuts across physical boundaries. Perhaps people are working in different countries. We also are looking at just the sheer amount of information that's increasing in volumes and complexity, in diversity and richness. Just taking a look at, the amount of email volume that a typical employee needs to manage and deal with on a day-to-day basis, and how that email volume is increasing on an annual basis. And then also looking at the number of documents and spreadsheets and PDFs and presentations that are also increasing on a fast pace. We also see that businesses are challenged with the need to be able to communicate from anywhere their employees are, at any time and on any device. We see more and more businesses needing to be able to not just work on a desktop computer from a home office. Perhaps a lot of employees are working a lot more on the go. They're working a lot more on mobile devices, on Blackberries, on iPhones, and other mobile devices. And then we also see a lot of businesses needing to communicate and collaborate across time zones, perhaps needing to set up meetings or collaborate on a document with another person or teams of people who are perhaps residing in another country. And also, it also boils down to a lot of businesses just really needing to be able to do more with less, especially in terms of our economic times today. That is even more important for a lot of businesses, just making sure that every penny that is spent on their business, in terms of, especially in light of IT solutions, that every penny needs to really matter. So just reflecting on what we've discussed in terms of, having certain business objectives and then a lot of the challenges that hinder those business objectives in terms of existing messaging collaboration solutions. The Google Apps team has listened to a lot of businesses express those challenges, and we really do feel that Google Apps is a solution that can transform your business. First, we stand against Google Apps being able to develop more productive employees. Just being able to have your employees spend less time searching for information and searching for emails or documents or presentations, and actually cutting down that time on searching and spending that time in a more fruitful way of actually using the information and actually conducting a lot more efficiencies in their work. Second way in terms of how Google Apps can transform your business is really lowering your IT costs and complexity and talking in terms of IT savings. And again, in light of a lot of businesses really seeking low cost yet efficient and scalable ways to have a robust and powerful messaging collaboration solution for their business, Google Apps is really a great solution for that in terms of helping your IT staff really focus more on helping to grow your business rather than focusing on, utilizing their time and their resources and money on maintaining existing solutions for your company. And the third way, in terms of how Google Apps can transform your business, is reducing security and compliance risks. We here at Google fight security challenges for you so that you can actually focus on value-added activities. So, in terms of what you get with the Google Apps Premier Edition, you get our messaging applications, our collaboration applications, and then also our message filtering, security, and archiving discovery services, all included in the Google Apps Premier Edition. The messaging applications include Gmail for your domain. So it includes our Gmail client, our email client for your domain, so that you can sign up with an existing company domain name or create an entirely new one if you don't have one already. It also includes our Google Talk, which is our instant messaging client, and then also Google Calendar, which is our scheduling resource for businesses. Next up, in terms of our collaboration applications, we have Google Sites, which is the ability essentially to create simple web pages where people can come together and be able to share information in one space. And again, with Google Sites, it really doesn't require any HTML technical knowledge. In our live demo, we'll be able to see how simple it is to create a really great web page where you can share with others inside and outside of your domain. Also included in our collaboration applications is Google Docs, which includes word processing documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. Again, the fact that Google Apps and all of these applications are all web-based, especially within Google Docs, the fact that you have the ability to be able to collaborate and communicate with multiple people on a single spreadsheet or a single presentation or word processing document. So there's really no need to be able to attach a spreadsheet, for example, to an email and send it out and wait for someone to get back to you and having to consolidate a lot of different versions and comments into your document. With Google Docs, you can actually collaborate and edit a document in real time with multiple people right then and there. And then also our last application included in the collaboration applications is Google Video, which is the ability to create and upload and share videos internally within your company domain. And then in terms of our security, we have our message filtering and 90-day archiving service that you can activate with the Google Apps Premier Edition. And these services allow your IT administrator to instill a lot more control in terms of the inbound and outbound messages for your company so that your company is able to comply with corporate or regulatory messaging compliance policies and such. The Google Apps Premier Edition also includes various premium features that are very much important for a lot of businesses. One is technical support. We offer 365 days of the year, 24/7, technical support for critical issues for your company. When you sign up for the Google Apps Premier Edition, our technical support team is there for you through expedited email, and then again with 24/7 technical support for critical issues through phone support. We also offer several service level agreements in terms of our email and then all of our other applications. With our email, we offer a 99.9% uptime guarantee for your email, and we also offer very high level SLAs for all the other applications. So this means that for those of you who are worried and have experienced a lot of email downtime, we offer a 99.9% uptime guarantee so that your work or your business and your employees can actually not worry about having downtime in your email, and that you can continue that mission critical aspect of your company at all times. We also offer, with the Premier Edition only, 25 gigabytes of storage for each user. So that is a significant amount of storage for each user. That means that your employees don't really have to worry too much about needing to meet email quotas and having to spend time. Precious work time having to delete in order to meet an email quota. 25 gigs of email storage for each user is a significant amount, and that allows your users to be able to focus more on doing their work. And then also with the Premier Edition, we offer various mobile options to be able to access your email and other applications with various mobile devices. For your IT administrator, we also offer integration APIs, which essentially allow your IT administrator to sync up existing systems with Google Apps. So we have various APIs, such as the single sign-on API, that allows your IT administrator to sync up your existing LDAP system with Google Apps, so that you can easily transfer and sync your existing employee usernames and passwords with Google Apps. And then we also offer our partner program with the Premier Edition, where you can take advantage and really leverage our third-party solutions partners who provide other value-add services for Google Apps. And then also with the Premier Edition, we offer the ability to turn off the advertisements in the email browser. So again, with the Google Apps Premier Edition, we offer it at the very low cost of $50 per user account per year, and that includes all these applications, including the premium features that I just included, giving employees, this powerful messaging collaboration tool without the usual hassle and cost for IT. So again, the Premier Edition and Google Apps in general is a hosted solution, meaning that it is not a hardware or software solution, so that your data is hosted with Google and on our data centers and servers, so that all those IT costs of needing to patch servers and such, all those things are offloaded, and all those costs are offloaded off of you and your business and absorbed by Google, so that you can spend that time, those resources, that money more on focusing on growing your business. So let's go ahead and move along and focus on the messaging applications and the messaging component of Google Apps. So I'm actually just going to pose a few questions, just getting ourselves sort of warmed up to really reflecting on some of the messaging challenges that your business might be experiencing. And then we're going to go into the live demo and provide you with some insight into how the various messaging applications within the Premier Edition and how they're able to address a lot of those business messaging challenges. So just a few questions here, just to pose and to see if your business can relate to this. Does your business have a problem having a lot of spam clogging your employees' inboxes? How often does your business have to delete to conform to an inbox quota? How quickly can your employees find a specific email? How easily can your employees access their inbox from outside the office, whether they're traveling, whether they're working from home, whether they're working on their personal laptop, whether they're working on a particular mobile device? In terms of scheduling, how easy is it for your employees to manage multiple schedules, whether it be different project, team, departmental, and other maybe personal schedules and calendars as well? How easily can your employees schedule events with internally with other employees and colleagues, and then also externally to perhaps your customers and clients and vendors and contractors? And then also, lastly, how easily can your employees just access their email and other work data anywhere they are at any time throughout the day, and be able to essentially be able to not just be at their office physically, but be able to really create efficiencies in their work so that they can have access really at the tips of their fingers when they need to. So before we go into our demo, I'm just going to state some of the things that we're actually going to point out in our various messaging applications in our Google Apps Premier Edition. First, we're going to look at the Gmail client, which is Gmail, our Gmail email client for your domain. We're going to look at some of the tools that are going to help your business and your employees manage their inbox. We're also going to look at the ability to be able to search emails in your employees' inboxes, and then also the fact that no deletion is really necessary for your employees to be able to work and to manage their emails. We're also going to look at the support for multiple identities, the fact that your employees can actually create different aliases, user aliases, depending on the business need. Then we're going to move along and take a look at Google Calendar, which is our resource and event scheduling tool, and see how your business and your employees can actually create multiple layers of calendars, meaning that they can create individual calendars, team calendars, company calendars, and then also public calendars as well that they can share publicly. And then we're also going to see how actually you can actually subscribe to other calendars as well and bring in, other colleagues' calendars and other public calendars and be able to bring them into your own viewing and to be able to see those calendars as well at once. We'll also see various other applications within calendars, such as the ability to really centralize the RSVPs, have attachments in events, and also take a look at smart calendaring, which is a way to integrate calendar events and integrate that within the emails that you get in the Gmail client. We'll also take a look at the in-browser chat feature within the Gmail client and how this is it really helps in terms of creating efficiencies and creating a lot more productivity in your employees, and the fact that you don't necessarily always need to rely on email to be able to communicate information and to communicate with other colleagues, that you actually have the option of chatting with other colleagues to be able to get that urgent business question answered right away. We're at the login page for Organic City, which is our test demo company. So I'm going to go ahead and just log in as Jessica, who is an employee at Organic City. So all of your employees that you have in your Google Apps account, they all need a username and password. And you can see that an employee can have, their username and password remembered by the computer. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign in as Jessica. And this will immediately take me to Jessica's Organic City email account. All right, so we are here in Organic City's, or actually Jessica's Organic City email account, and you can see that it's the Gmail client. So for those of you who have a personal Gmail account, you can this will be very, very familiar to you. For those of you who don't have a Gmail account, just I want to point out a few things here. But actually, even for those of you who do have a Gmail account, there are definitely some differences between your email account, your Gmail account, and the Google Apps account for your business. So the first thing I actually want to point out to you is what we see here at the top right hand corner of your screen. You can see that Jessica's email address is jessica@organiccity.com. So when you sign up your business for Google Apps, you're signing up with your existing company domain name, or if you want to create a new domain name, if you're just setting up a new company, you can do so as well. But essentially, when you sign up for Google Apps, you're not signing up with another Gmail account. So your email address will not be jessica@gmail.com. It will not be jessica@google.com, but it'll be a customized domain name. Also, on the left-hand side here, you can see that we have a number of quick links to all the other Google Apps applications. So you can see that Jessica can easily and very quickly access her Organic City calendar, her Organic City Google Documents and sites and videos. We also see that we have a search box here at the top left-hand corner of the screen to help your employees to easily search and find their emails. We have a search box in all of our applications to really leverage the algorithms of Google.com search and the relevancy that you experience there, and sort of transitioning that over to the search capabilities in Google Apps. You can also see on the left side here that we have an Organic City logo embedded into the email window. You can see that you have the capability, or your business has the capability, to embed and insert company colors and company logos so that you can actually customize the applications to have the look and feel of your company. Now here within the Gmail client, you can see that we have some great features that really help to increase the productivity and efficiency of your employees. We see here that you have the ability to star very important emails. You also see that you can, just scrolling down here on the left-hand side, that you can apply labels to help organize your emails as well. On the left hand side here is another way for your employees to communicate with one another. You can see that there's actually an in-browser chat feature within the Gmail client. So you can see that Jessica is logged in, and that's indicated by a green circle there. And you can see that Trevor, who is another employee at Organic City, is online as well. So it's very easy for Jessica to quickly, rather than sending an email and waiting for his response, to quickly be able to communicate with him if there's an urgent matter. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly ping Trevor here. And you can see that, oops, you can see that you can also set status messages. So Trevor, I can see that he's at his desk. And again, this is all really allowing for your employees to be able to communicate very quickly and easily with one another. And for all we know, Trevor could be, at his desk in another building. He could actually even be in another country. But it's very easy for, through the chat feature, to be able to get those answers very quickly through the chat feature in the Gmail client. So another great feature within the Gmail client are threaded conversations. And actually we can see that Trevor has been able to quickly respond to my instant message here. And again, you can have multiple chat conversations going on at the same time. So going back to the threaded conversations, one thing that the Gmail client is really is one of the very popular, very useful features that we hear from a lot of our users is the ability to thread conversations and to thread emails. If you've ever walked into your office one morning and opened up your inbox and found maybe 30, 40 emails, all associated with the same email conversation, 30 emails, and everyone's sort of talking about different things, people are copying different people, it's very confusing and difficult to actually manage and make sense of that whole email conversation, not even let alone having to manage 30 emails and having to delete and manage those. However, with Google, with the Gmail client, you can see that there's the ability to thread email. So when I click on this email thread between Jessica and Trevor, you can see that there's a number 2 in parentheses, indicating that there are 2 emails in that particular email conversation. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And you can see that, as I click on one email, it expands automatically. So imagine this could very well be, a 30, 40 email thread, but there's only one instance of that actual email conversation in your inbox. So it makes it much more digestible for your employees to be able to manage and make sense of that email conversation. And again, not having to waste time really making sense of a lot of different emails in the inbox. And again, the ability to have an in-browser chat feature where you can actually, where you also are working on your emails, is the ability to not only reply and forward an email, but you also have the ability, if your colleagues are online who are involved in that email conversation, to just go ahead and reply by chat. So you have that ability to do that as well. So I'm going to reply by chat to Trevor here, and you can see that in the chat window here, it says that to give Trevor some reference as to what I'm replying to, it says in reply to the subject line of that email. So again, the Gmail client really allows your employees to have an efficient way of communicating in different ways. Another great feature that I just want to mention is the ability, and let's go back to the inbox, is the ability for your employees to actually have user aliases. So your employees can actually have multiple identities associated with one inbox. So for example, if Jessica is also supposed to be the information desk of Organic City, and she doesn't want to give out Jessica at organiccity.com, on her business or on the website, you actually want to have info at organiccity.com and just have Jessica also manage the inbox as well, and have the info at organiccity.com flow into her inbox as well. You can do that as well by setting up user aliases. So you have the ability to create multiple identities for your employees with the Gmail client. Our Google Apps team has also made it extra easy for your business to switch over to Google Apps with features only available to Premier Edition customers. First off, we have our mobile users. So we provide cross-platform support for those of you who are on Blackberries, using iPhone for your business, and other mobile devices. We also have various migration tools that allow your business to migrate over to Google Apps very quickly and very without any pain and very seamlessly. Amongst cross-platform tools, such as from Lotus Notes, Novell GroupWise, Microsoft Exchange, and other platforms. We also have our integration APIs that allow your IT administrators to integrate Google Apps with existing systems. So, for example, we have a single sign-on API that integrates Google Apps with your existing Active Directory or LDAP systems. And lastly, we have our Google Apps Engine, which allows your IT administrators to have custom application hosting on Google's infrastructure. All right, so now we're going to start focusing on the collaboration applications of the Google Apps Premier Edition. So again, I'm going to sort of pose a few questions out there again to start for you to start reflecting on some of the collaboration challenges that your business might be facing, and then also take a look at how Google Apps Premier Edition really helps to address those challenges as well. All right, so does your business ever really find itself needing to share lots of information, whether it be Microsoft Office files, Adobe Acrobat, or even Google Docs, with people who may not have a local software license, such as for PowerPoint? Does your business find itself realizing it needs to update multiple audiences, but have a hard time remembering whom you sent it to and what you sent and when you sent it? Do your employees have some really great screenshots and photos or videos that can best convey your message, but really no easy way to share them? Does your business want to share information where no IT skills for your employees to use? And so that really helps to reduce training for your end users. So all of these applications are very user friendly in terms of there's really no real technical expertise that each employee needs to have in order to use them. These tools also really help to enable easy sharing of audiences within and then also outside of your company, no matter what computer or what mobile device or what browser any team member wants to use. These tools also have the security policies that your business wants to apply. So with all these applications, we have installed and developed ways for you to really control the sharing privileges of those applications, whether in terms of who you want to share it with. All right, so before we go into the actual demo of these collaboration applications of Google Apps Premier Edition, we're just again going to take a look at some of the things that we're going to start highlighting in the demo of each of these applications. So first of all, we have Google Sites, which again is the ability for your employees to easily create web pages and then also easily edit and share web pages with other colleagues and even those outside of your company domain. And again, this is the ability to create web pages with no HTML knowledge. It really is as simple as if you were creating a word processing document. And Google Sites is a great way to be able to just have sort of a one-stop shop of information that multiple people can come to and use as a reference. And again, it's a great way, again, to be able to collaborate in a really rich environment. With Google Sites, you have the ability to, create web pages, but then also be able to embed really rich media. So you can have photos and videos and screenshots and have, upload various file types and then also embed, perhaps a Google Doc as well. And then again, also with Google Sites, we understand the ability or the need for security for your company. So we've built in, the secure and selective sharing options with multiple audiences when you create a Google site. So moving along, we also have Google Video, which is considered a collaboration application in Google Apps. And again, with Google Video, this is Google Video for the Premier Edition is designed for internal use only. So this is really to be focused internally in terms of creating and sharing videos within your company. So you have a way for, perhaps you have various training sessions that you want to record and upload and share with your employees. You can do that with Google Video. Perhaps you want to have a new employee welcome video. You can do that as well with Google Video. So we have a great way of being able to collaborate and share information in a really new way and very exciting way that's very effective and efficient for your employees. And again, with in terms of security, you have a way to share and have it locked down within your domain. And then lastly, another collaboration application that we have is Google Docs, where you have the ability and your employees have the ability to create word processing documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. And the fact that it's all web-based allows the creator or the owner of the document to be able to specify sharing and editing and viewing privileges of that document. And you have the ability to be able to edit a single document or spreadsheet or presentation with multiple people at the same time. So in real time, everyone can log in and be online and be able to edit and provide comments on a single document in real time. So with Google Docs, your employees don't have the need to be able to, create perhaps a spreadsheet and include it into as an attachment in an email and send it off and have to, consolidate a lot of different people's comments and feedback and consolidate all of them, and then also just the wait time of getting of receiving an email. With Google Docs, you have the ability again to be able to do all of that work in real time right then and there, which again cuts down on wasted time and increases the efficiency and productivity of your employees. And then also in Google Docs, you'll be able to see that you can, with Google Gadgets, we have various gadgets built into our Google Docs that allow for really rich experiences and to be able to manipulate your data in a much more exciting, much more rich way. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into our demo here with Organic City and share with you guys and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. And what we have here is Jessica's Organic City sites that she has set up or ones that have been shared with her. So we're going to go ahead and go into one of the demo sites here for Organic City. And it's actually going to be the intranet for organic cities. So with Google Sites, it's a great tool if your company wants to improve their intranet, or if your company doesn't have an intranet but wants to build one. Google Sites is a great tool to do that with. So you can see that with Google Sites, you can actually do a lot with it and have a really great aesthetic look to it as well. So right here we have Organic Cities intranet. It looks like with Organic City, again, you have the ability to embed the logo, to embed the company colors. You can see that with Organic City here, they have a welcome message for all their employees, a lot of different very helpful links to the employee benefits, to the employee handbook, the company directory, very helpful links for all the Organic City employees. And as I scroll down here, we have our company news. So you have the ability to embed a gadget, as we like to call them, that allows for sort of an announcements module to embed into a Google site. You can also embed a Google Calendar onto a Google site. So what we have here is a company calendar for Organic City, so that employees can easily see what company events are coming up. And again, with Google Sites, I want to emphasize that Google Sites and all of our applications were really designed so that anyone could easily use them. Very simple applications that are simple to use. So with Google Sites, no employee really needs to know any HTML. They really don't need a lot of technical knowledge to be able to create a really great site. So it's really to be able to create a web page in Google Site. It really is as easy as creating perhaps a word processing document. So I kind of want to click on some of these other pages on the Organic City intranet. You can just see that clicking on the company directory here on the left-hand side, you have the ability to upload and embed really rich text and really rich applications into Google Sites. So you have the ability to put up photos and videos and spreadsheets and such. And let's actually go into the HR benefits page here and be able to just show you how easy it is to be able to create or edit a web page in Google Sites. So I'm going to go ahead and looks like this is sort of an under construction web page on the intranet. I'm going to go ahead and click on the edit page here at the top. And again, it opens up almost like looking like a word processing document where you have the ability to very easily see that you're in an editing version and go ahead and just type in or delete anything that you want to take out. And also, this is where you would insert, videos and photos and other gadgets and such. So we're just going to add perhaps 401k benefits, but then also dental medical. Let's see. Let's just say stock options. Okay, so anything that you want to actually change about the website, go ahead and do that, and then just simply click on save, and it's saved right then and there. And so again, it really is as simple as that. Again, no one really needs to have a very high level of technical knowledge to be able to handle Google Sites. So with Google Sites, again, we always, and with all of our applications, we apply the ability to change and really have more control over sharing privileges. So with Google Sites, again, you have the ability to specify, only those who you want to share it with. So obviously for Organic City intranet, it should only be for Organic City employees. So this is only shared and cannot be shared with those outside of the domain. But if you do want to create a Google site and share it publicly, you can do so as well. And that is as easy as going into the various settings of Google Sites and just sharing it, specifying that you want to share it publicly with everyone on the internet. All right, so let's actually go and move along to another collaboration application included in Google Apps, and that would be Google Video, and just another way to be able to collaborate and share information with other employees. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the quick link up at the top corner here of Jessica's Google Apps account, and it's going to bring me to all of the Google videos that that have been shared with her or that she's created. So you can see that, again, to emphasize for Google Video within Google Apps, Google Video is really designed for internal use only. So it's not, it's not going to be showing up on YouTube search results or anything. It's, videos that are created by your employees, videos that are shared amongst your employees only internally. So you can see that here we have Jessica's Organic City videos that are in her video list. And looks like there are some cooking tips for camping, tips for healthy eating, training videos actually that are helping to train organic cities sell better to their customers. So again, a lot of great use cases that you can actually take advantage of in terms of sharing information with other employees. Perhaps you can use Google Video to, again, in this instance, be able to share to train other employees. Perhaps, if your company president wants to have a weekly message and send it out to all the employees every week, you can accomplish that through Google Video. If you need perhaps a new employee welcome video, you can certainly use Google Videos for that. So a lot of different use cases, and a great and a dynamic and a new way of really being able to share information with other colleagues and employees. All right, so our third application, or our third collaboration application with Google Apps is Google Docs. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Documents link here. That's going to bring me Jessica's documents within her Google Apps Organic City account. So this is a list of all the different documents, and Google Docs includes spreadsheets, word processing documents, presentations, and these are all web-based. So again, for all of our applications, based. So the fact that it allows for a very rich collaborative environment for your employees to be able to, for example, work on a spreadsheet in real time with multiple people. So rather than really sending a spreadsheet or a word processing document or presentation as an attachment through an email and having to wait perhaps a day or so, or a couple of days, or maybe a week to send it out to other people and to wait for them to get back to you and to be able to consolidate all those different versions and all those different comments to be able to really come into one space. And that would be, the URL of that particular document or spreadsheet or presentation, and to be able to document and edit and chat actually in real time and get everything done in that moment, and how much efficiency and how much more productive your employees could be. So I'm going to go ahead and click on one of the spreadsheets here, and it's a monthly store sales that has actually been created by Trevor but shared with Jessica. And you can see that this is a typical spreadsheet with Google Docs. You can see that just a few things here I want to point out. Here on the left-hand side, the toolbar, you can see that a lot of the functions and capabilities that are common with other spreadsheets that you might be familiar with, you can really do within Google spreadsheets as well. So you can do formulas and charts and graphs and a lot of different formatting functions as well. So it looks like we have a list here, a spreadsheet here of the monthly store sales for Organic City. You can see that we have a nice looking chart here at the bottom. And as we go on the second spreadsheet of the actual store locations, you can see that we have Organic City has about 4 locations in California, and it looks like there is also a Google map that allows that actually maps the data in spreadsheets as well. And again, this is one of the really great ways, unique things and features that you can accomplish in Google Docs that you can't really do in other spreadsheets. And again, you have the ability to, because you have the ability to connect to the internet, because this is a web-based application, you have that connection to internet data. So you actually can bring in and feed in live internet data into your spreadsheets data, for example. So for example, we have gadgets that allow you to bring in real-time stock quotes and have that inform and update your spreadsheet data in real time. A lot of different ways, hundreds of different ways really, that you can apply our spreadsheets gadgets to your spreadsheet, your Google spreadsheet here. Okay, so this is actually something that a spreadsheet that has been shared with me or to Jessica from Trevor. And you can see that on the right-hand side here that Trevor, there's a message here that's saying Trevor is viewing. So that means that Trevor is actually in this spreadsheet as we speak. So I'm going to go ahead and click and bring this window down. And it brings up a chat feature, an embedded chat feature within the spreadsheet. So not only is Jessica and Trevor looking at the spreadsheet in real time at this moment, being able to edit the spreadsheet in real time, but Jessica can actually chat with Trevor as well. So I'm going to go ahead and chat with Trevor. And again, Trevor could very well be in perhaps, the two cubicles over in the same office. He could, be working at home, or he could actually be working in a completely different country. But we would really never know because Google Docs allows for this really rich collaborative environment that basically cuts away at time zones, cuts away from physical boundaries, and allows and really facilitates a highly collaborative environment where you and your employees can get your work done in half the time than otherwise than needing to send spreadsheets or documents or other presentations over the internet or through email, and thus wasting a lot of precious time. So Jessica continues to chat with Trevor. I'm going to go ahead and continue the conversation in a next meeting, in Jessica and Trevor's next one-on-one meeting, perhaps, that they have going on this week. So again, with Google Docs, your company has the ability to, again, be able for your company's employees to be able to really collaborate and communicate with each other and share information in a really new way that does increase a lot of efficiency and productivity within your company. We hope that we've given you a really good understanding of what you can do with Google Apps. You've probably used Google for other products such as Google AdWords, Google Maps, or perhaps Google Search. Then you know that there are a few things that we here at Google value. First off, simple is better than complex. We always strive for simplicity in all of our applications. Secondly, fast is better than slow. We here at Google always work on our performance to make sure you and your business can operate at internet speed. And lastly, we here at Google focus on the end user. We truly believe that by focusing on giving you and your business the tools your business needs to be more effective, we can all succeed together. And finally, what we've shown you today is really by no means the end of the road. Our product specialists are always adding new features and functionality into the Google Apps, especially the Google Apps Premier Edition. And we really hope your business will join us on this journey. So again, thank you so much for attending this webinar for the Google Apps Premier Edition overview. We really hope that we've given you some ideas on how your business can use Google Apps Premier Edition to really transform your business. So what you can do today is if you're interested in signing up for the Premier Edition, you can go ahead and sign up for a free trial today. We offer a free 30-day trial with the Premier Edition, or if you want to learn more and sign up for our other webinars, you can do so on our website at google.com/a. So if you want to learn more or directly sign up for the free trial, you can go on our website at google.com/a. Thank you so much for attending and have a great day.